Hey guys, I'm Addison and I'm here with you today at Yost Labs, a leader in inertial motion sensor technology. I would like to share with you the official unboxing ceremony of our latest product, the PrioVR Dev Kit, which includes the full body, low latency motion capture suit. So as you can see, we have a very sturdy box here. It's made out of some pretty thick cardboard. It's going to protect everything inside of it. It only weighs a little bit under 5 pounds, really easy to carry, comes with a very convenient handle at the top here. So if you need to transport, it's very easy for doing that. So now we're going to open up the box. Cut the top here. Put my knife away. All right. Just lay it down here. Right. So we'll take a look at see what's inside. So right inside here at the very top when you open it up is going to be your PrioVR Dev Kit Quick Start Manual. In the Quick Start Manual, you'll see a listing of the contents of the box along with instructions for setting up your very own PrioVR Dev Kit. It is made out of a very nice, thick paper, and each step is detailed and very easy to follow. Next, we're going to take a look at the PrioVR fabric suit. So this is consisting of 9 total pieces, and we'll go through each of those right now. So when you very first open it up, one of them is going to be 2 individual knee pads. And these are going to have little spots for your sensors, 2 on each one, which we'll go over in a little bit. Set those down right there. Pull out the rest of the suit here. All right. And these little straps are going to be used for your feet. So you'll have 2 foot straps that'll go around your shoe or your foot, whatever you like. And then next up we have the head strap. It's very convenient. It can fit all sizes. It stretches, or it can be, constrained to be a little bit tighter if need be. Very stylish, I know. Ooh, these are a good one. Next, you're going to have your hand straps. These are very comfortable hand straps, very easy to put on. Just goes right over the back of your palm. Has 2 little Velcros right here. And then 1 right there over the top, and there you go. It's very comfortable, very snug and tight. When you put the sensor in there, it's not going to move, it's not going to shift as you move your hand, so it's not going to cause any drift or anything like that when you're recording any of your data. It's very comfortable. I might just leave that on. All right, so there's 2 of those included, obviously for both your hands. Okay, and then next is what everybody is talking about, the actual vest, the suit itself. So this is just the bare basic, skeleton of the vest that a majority of the sensors are going to be placed into. And you're going to be inserting into these pockets right here. They're kind of all throughout. You'll see them whenever you open it up. And you're going to be connecting them with the cables out of the cable kit. So I'll set that down right here. And then next, we're actually going to take a look at your cable kit. So this is the set of cables for connecting the sensors on the suit together and ultimately to the hub. So overall, once you open it up here, get that out of there. So overall, you're going to have about 20 pieces. Okay. They're all conveniently labeled, and they all have different measurements, so it'll be very easy to distinguish, and we'll go over that right now. So, I'm going to start with the smaller batch right here. It has 2 twisty ties on it. Once you get those undone, if I can get it undone, here we go. I'm going to lay these out here. All right. So first we're going to take a look at our T1. Now you're going to have two of these T1s. They're very short, just straight cables, both male ends, very easy to distinguish. Then next, we're going to take a look at our T2s. And our T2s are going to be the coil cable that are the shorter version of the coil cable. So you can see they don't stretch as far as our T3s, which is up next, and it's going to be our longer ones. And you can see once you undo the twisty ties on them, how they're much longer and larger for the the bigger parts of the body. So you can see they stretch out here. Next, we're going to take a look at our T4s, which are kind of like the T1s, but they're just a little bit longer. They're long, straight, both male ends. And after that, we're going to take a look at our T5s, which is a short, straight, male to female end. And then lastly, we have our T6, which is just a little bit longer than T5, male, female end, just like that. And then lastly, the last cables that we have included in the box are going to be two 6-foot USB mini B cables. Take it out here just to show you. Right there. Pretty simple. If you ever played PlayStation, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, now that we got the fabric and the suit and the cables and all that taken care of, we're going to be taking a look at the actual hardware involved with the suit. So we're going to start off with the PrioVR hub. But before I pull it out, I'm going to use some protection and put some gloves on. That way I don't damage and get any fingerprints on them or anything like that. Pull it out here and see it's wrapped in some nice plastic here. So we'll slowly peel that off for dramatic effect. And then once you peel it off, you can see right in the front center here, you can see Yost Labs logo. It has two buttons on the front. It's very nice plastic. It has good weight to it. It's not too heavy, but it's solid, made of good sturdy material, so it won't break just in case you drop it. And then mainly, the hub is just it's the relay center. It's kind of the brains. It receives all of the inertial motion data from each of the sensors and sends it to the base station. So now we're going to take a look at the top of the hub. Right up top here, you're going to see a small power button, and actually right out of the box you can turn it on, and you'll see some LEDs light up and glow whenever you turn it on. So now moving right along, we're going to take a look at the bottom here, and you're going to notice a female USB mini B port for charging and also for wired connections. Now with the suit, you have two options based on preference. You can run it as a wired connection for communication, or you can do a wireless communication, just based on your preference. Now taking a look at the side here, you're going to see that there are 6 3.5 millimeter cable ports where you can plug in all the chains from the rest of the suit. Each port corresponds to a different part of the body. The first one being the head, second being the left arm, the third being the right arm, and there's a space in between, and then the fourth being the hips, the fifth the left leg, and then finally the sixth being the right leg. The hub has a 3300 milliamp hour battery and a wireless module with an operable range of 100 feet line of sight. And if you take your vest here, fabric vest, you'll see right beneath the PrioVR logo that's stitched very conveniently right in the middle, there's notches to put the hub down in there. And it fits nice and snug right in there. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the PrioVR base station. It's at the very bottom right of your box. You'll pull it out here. You'll see it's made out of a different kind of plastic than the hub down here. It's more of a matte finish, but you'll see at the very front here, you can see Yost logo is engraved there. On the back, it has just a little bit more information on our website, www.yostlabs.com, and just some FCC and boring information. So the hub down here, it's what collects all the information and sends it wirelessly through the PrioVR base station, and then that sends it into your computer. If you see here on the bottom, there is only one USB mini B female port on the base station. Moving right along, we're going to be taking a look at the PrioVR hand controllers. It's going to come with 2 of them, obviously for your 2 hands. So you open them up out of these little bags here. A little bit more difficult with gloves on. So once you get them out of the bag, these are the PrioVR hand controllers, which each give you 6 buttons and 3 axes of input. So if you take a look here, the first button you're going to have is the X button. Next is going to be your A button, B, and Y. Then you'll see your joystick right here. It's very nice, very clickable, good feel to it, has nice, very forceful. And then up top you're going to have a bumper or a front-facing button. And then lastly you're going to have a trigger. And then moving down along the front of it, you're going to see a nice Yost Labs logo, of course. And then you're going to follow, see this little cable here. This is what's going to be connecting to the hand strap that we showed earlier. And you'll see right here, there's a little spot where the sensor is going to go into, that cable is actually going to connect right into. Speaking of the sensors, we're going to get right down to the meat and potatoes of our suit. We'll be taking a look at the 16 sensors that are involved with the suit. So if you take a look here at the sensor, you're going to see that there are little arrows indented on the top and the bottom. They might be a little bit hard to see with the camera, but once you get out of the box, you'll know what I'm talking about. They are what dictate in which direction you should have them connected in when you are building each chain of the suit. So you want to make sure that's going to be in your user manual. It's going to make sure that they're pointing in the correct direction. And if you do get confused, like I said, you can just refer to the manual. It's very easy, very simple. It'll help you figure it out. As you know, this is a 19 sensor suit, but there are actually only 16 individual sensors here. In fact, there are a few more located internally in the other parts of the suit. There's one embedded directly into the hub, which represents your chest. There are also sensors embedded in each of the hand controllers to provide added motion matching the knuckles of your hand. And then lastly, you'll notice that you have a desk kit bag in there. It's just used to keep, things dry and fresh and all the materials. So this concludes the PrioVR Dev Kit unboxing ceremony. Thank you very much for letting me share this with you. And if you'd like to learn more, please visit yostlabs.com. Or if you have any questions, please contact us via email at support@yostlabs.com.